From hotspots and hidden gems to lots of local flavor, it's your guide to LA the unscripted way from our Hollywood headquarters on Sunset Boulevard. Hello and welcome to LA Unscripted. I'm Dana Devin, and we have pulled into our offices tonight to get you in the know about all kinds of things to eat, see, and do in SoCal. Up first, Jasmine Simpkins meets the Top Chef competitor who lost his sense of smell and taste from COVID and still came in second.
So this is our baby. We've been around about 4 years now. It's a shot in the dark that it even exists. My name is Jackson Kalb. I'm the chef owner of J Menoteca in El Segundo. We had no money, we had no investors, we couldn't raise any money. We were looking all around town, all over LA, and we just drove by this town. I didn't even know that it had this cute little main street. We parked right here in this parking lot, saw that this place was closed for good, and reached out to the landlord and just kind of hunted him down. So J Menoteca is rustic Italian. We had to come up with something on the fly that was proprietary. So JA is for Jackson, ME is for Melissa. Melissa is the more important half of Jame. I think everyone actually secretly wants to come to see her, and they just pretend that they want to see me, which I understand. It started when I was actually watching Food Network, and I just fell in love with cooking somehow. I don't know why, and I just started pursuing it. Something about the fire and the fuel and the chaos, it all attracted me, because on one side you see all this chaos, and on the other side for the guests, they just kind of see food, right, in wine, and it all looks so elegant and magical. And I booked a one-way ticket to Italy because I decided that my comfort food, or the thing that I want to serve or create, is fresh pasta. Basically just worked for free until I ran out of money. I trained in Michelin-star kitchens for a long time, most of my life. I don't want people to feel this sense of ego or arrogance with the food. I just want it to be really delicious.
Your journey has taken you where now people know you all over as Top Chef. How does that feel?
I don't feel like everyone knows me from all over, to be honest. I still feel like I'm just a regular dude doing my thing day to day. When we were filming, the lack of smell was very unique. It was very interesting. I didn't think I would do well, so I did much better than I thought. I would say the standout dishes here, all of them, would be any of these hand-rolled pastas. They're all made from scratch every single day, labor of love. Takes a lot of work, takes a lot of patience, takes a lot of practice.
All right, Jackson, well now it's time for you to feed me pasta and tell me I'm pretty.
I can do one of those, but I can't feed you the pasta. All right, so we have broccolini with whipped ricotta on the bottom.
I would kiss you, but that would also be inappropriate.
This is our signature dish.
Oh my God.
This is our crown achievement, this is our jewel.
And you marinate this sauce for 36 hours. It is stupendous.
Thank you. We're in California, so we have to have a kale salad.
It's a monster kale salad.
Thank
so
you.
Good.
All right, so let's bring you over to one of our featured dishes. We just put this on the menu.
Wait, this is a corn dish? I have never tasted anything like this before in my life. This is like my grandmother's cream corn mixed in some pasta with a little bit of cheese on top. It is so good.
So last but not least, I would say one of the locals' favorites here. This is braised beef cheek.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To such great cuisine, and you've outdone yourself. Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's wonderful.
I don't know about you guys, but after a big meal, I need a solid nap. So Olivia de Bertoli found the perfect resort to do just that. Let's head over to Via Newport Beach, where the ocean views are everywhere you look.
I came down to Newport Beach to take in the view at Vea.
So Vea literally translates as to see in Spanish, celebrating our amazing coastline views. Vea Newport Beach is our newly transformed resort here in the heart of Newport Beach. It's our own social sanctuary and a place to get away in the center of everything. About 90% of our rooms here have ocean views directly from the guest room, and the entire architecture of the resort was redesigned to focus on the guest's point of view. So whether you're eating at our Edge Bar, our View restaurant, or enjoying your guest room, you're looking at the Pacific coastline.
So Ben, walking into this lobby, I was so amazed. It is gorgeous.
So it's a lot of pier-inspired textures, and then we actually have a custom art curation here that's collected by Daniel Fine Arts. So you'll see inspirational pieces from all over the world, some from local artists here in Newport Beach in Orange County, but other pieces that are actually from Italy and Rome and you name it. The entire positioning of Vea is built around being a social sanctuary. So the spa is our pillar of sanctuary. It has 14 treatment rooms and over 14,000 square feet. Eucalyptus steam rooms, saunas, hot tubs, and even a great little place where if you've been on your feet all day, maybe in heels, you can soak your feet to get rid of those pains.
So for Vea for view is going to be coastal cosmopolitan. So everything, seafood, local, fresh, but doing it in a sophisticated way. We picked China, or I was able to pick China those from. We got Michelin style plates. We've got definitely new plates that people aren't using per se in the restaurant, using different textures, slate, wood, granite, different ways that you wouldn't look at it that way. Frozen rocks, those are Sol Azul oysters from Mexico. Then we did balsamic pearls and fennel. So sweet and sour, kind of like a fennel and horseradish, kind of similar flavor, just not as hot, but we can do horseradish if you'd like.
What is this salad?
So this is our Vea salad. So you've got a green goddess dressing. We've got Girl and Doug greens. There's probably 11 different greens in there that are picked. Flowers. There's definitely seeds, pepitas, dried strawberries, regular strawberries, and so you got sweet, sour. We got a lot of things going on.
The list goes on and
Yeah.
on. It's crazy with the salad. Chef, I see that there's a little wood fork in here. What is this for?
So that's a traditional East Coast lobster roll favorite. We got the big butter brioche, really fresh lobster, a simple dressing on the lobster itself, butter lettuce, and then the lemon wedge. So it's just all the straightforward flavors of lobster. So you would take the lobster roll and then pull the lemon off it, squeeze it on top, and then dip it with the fork until it gets down to where you can actually encase the sandwich and eat it. It's simple, but I think it showcases, it's kind of what we're doing. It's cool looking, it's cosmopolitan, it tastes amazing.
This is the perfect place for people from LA because it's a chance to come experience Newport Beach. Travelers and locals alike converge here. So it's a fun place where you can come to Newport Beach, experience some of the nightlife, really get away without having to jump on a plane, and soak up this great Southern California weather.
Talk about being in the know. This is the kind of LA woman you need to hear about. At just 19 years old, Naeli Kobo actually took on a toxic oil drilling site in her South LA neighborhood and won.
I was diagnosed with stage 2 cancer in 2020, and I was forced to choose between my reproductive system or my life, and I'm here. After 3 surgeries, 8 minor procedures, 3 rounds of chemo, 6 weeks of radiation, and fighting off 2 infections until I heard those words, "You are cancer-free." Hi, my name is Naeli Kobo, and I'm an environmental justice activist. It's such an honor to be the recipient and to be one of the many Goldman Prize winners that fight to end an injustice. It's given to 6 people a year, 1 per each continent, and it is considered the Green Nobel. Pretty big deal. So my story begins when I was 4. We moved into an affordable housing building in South Los Angeles owned by Esperanza Community Housing, which is where we are today. But when I was around 9, the Alanco Energy, the well, started resuming operations. And I started getting really sick as a little girl. Headaches, stomach pain, nosebleeds. But my nosebleeds got so intense I wasn't allowed to sleep in my own bed. I would sleep in a chair to prevent choking on my own blood at night. I had heart palpitations. I developed asthma. Unfortunately, it wasn't just me, but my mom developed asthma at 40. My brother has asthma. My grandma developed asthma at 70. I was 9 when I started my activism, and we started a grassroots campaign in our community called People Not Pozos, People Not Wells, which I am a proud co-founder of. Just sharing our stories and going door-to-door knocking. We didn't need to know all the scientific terms or the legal terms. We knew was enough. We knew how we were being poisoned and how our bodies were on the front lines. An environmental justice activist can look like a lot of things, but for me personally, it's a storyteller. It's a person who fights day in and day night for everyone to have their right to breathe clean air. It's a person who advocates not only for herself, but for her family and her loved ones and her surrounding community to ensure the basic human right that we have to not grow up next to an oil well. So I am a very proud daughter of 2 immigrants. My dad immigrated here from Colombia and my mom from Mexico, but I'm also the very proud product of a single mother. And my mom has always told me to be a viable community member. So in 2015, I co-founded the South Central Youth Leadership Coalition, and we sued the city of Los Angeles. We sued them for violation of the California Environmental Quality Act, CEQA for short, and environmental racism. It was us youth with a lack of a high school diploma, because we were all still in high school, suing the city and demanding our voices be heard, demanding our stories are heard, demanding we have a city to inherit. I think LA is the truly most beautiful, diverse city, and Los Angeles is my home. Los Angeles is my heart, and that's why I fight so hard to defend her.
And we'll be back with sandwiches, flowers, and soup for the soul. More LA Unscripted when we return. Welcome back to LA Unscripted, everyone. I'm Dana Devin, and winter is coming. I love saying that, even though our winter is about 60 degrees. But still, we all get sick, and Jasmine Simpkins found the mother-daughter duo to heal what ails you from their own garden.
I'm Genevieve Wong,
I'm Rose Chung.
and we're the authors of Healing Herbal Soups.
I wrote this book together with my daughter during the pandemic. I decided to write the book because we are having, this is back in 2019. And at that time, we don't have any vaccine, nobody knows what's going on, and we are in a lockdown. So I started writing the book and thought, I have to teach, share my knowledge with everybody about what I know that may possibly help everybody to boost the immune system. I was born in Hong Kong, and so my family's from China, naturally. And so in those days, you don't have all kinds of Western medicine. And even if we do have, it's not as advanced as it is today. So we use a lot of natural food to heal ourselves. I am a very good soup maker. I am a B to B minus cook. Chinese cooking is very difficult. There's lots of you have to make Chinese food, which is mostly stir fry, tastes good. But soup is different. That's one of the reasons I like soup.
Well, thank you ladies for showing me how to make one of your delicious herbal soups. How fulfilling is it that you've done this cookbook with your mom?
She's taught me a lot, and she's also the reason that I got introduced to traditional Chinese medicine and began a healing lifestyle for myself.
I think my biggest motivation for writing a book is to share with everybody. I always want to share my knowledge with especially non-Chinese. We did this because we thought this is easy for everybody to apply to. And so when they go home, they have a good, refreshing, invigorating, and healing soup for them to enjoy at dinner time.
Coming up, where to grab a burger at a historic state park. LA Unscripted will be right back from our Hollywood offices. Welcome back to LA Unscripted, everyone. I'm Dana Devin from our headquarters in Hollywood, and we're heading to downtown LA now with Olivia de Bortoli, and the only place you can grab a bite at LA's historic state park.
We've had some pretty amazing burgers on the show, but a little birdie told me that there is a hot spot in the park. So it's time to take my buns to Cargo.
Cargo Snack Shack is a small little burger joint, what I like to call the little corner of downtown LA, and a little piece of heaven that nobody knows about. It's a great place to come grab a burger, grab a cold drink before you get into the park or after you walk through the park.
Oh my God, a Cargo burger, classic. Pulled pork burger, a blue burger, fried chicken sandwich. So this is the hardest decision I think I've ever had to make, but I think I'm gonna go with the Cargo burger.
Dodger Stadium's less than 2 miles away. We actually serve a Dodgerita during Dodger games, so we have specialty drinks and we have specials that we run during the games.
I don't know what sauce that's in there, but that sauce is tangy and delicious.
So it's great to have Cargo here. There are park concessions, amenities above and beyond what California state parks would normally do on their own. The Los Angeles State Historic Park is a really interesting and special place. This is a former rail yard. It was decommissioned by Union Pacific in the 1980s, and this land lay fallow for a number of years before it was proposed for industrial development. But a community coalition got together and they wanted to see a park here instead.
Community is important for us as a restaurant. We want Cargo to be a fabric of what's going on in the community. So we work with different organizations like Homeboy Industries.
Homeboy Industries is an organization that helps gang members or former gang members and people who are coming out of prison to rearrange their lives, heal, and become contributing members of our community. So Homeboy Industries, back in about 2008, we came into Chinatown, the Chinatown community. We watched everything start to grow around us, and including Cargo Snack Shack came in and really came and talked to me and said, hey man, we're gonna be opening up in the park. We want to collaborate in any way. So we got a couple people to work right here.
It's a meeting spot for the community, and it just makes this park so much more enjoyable, especially for families with young children. And also it's great that Cargo Snack Shack has brought more jobs to the community. We have a lot of housing and we have a lot of low-income housing here in Chinatown. So having these additional employment opportunities is great for our community as well.
So originally we wanted to be LA Patty Shack, a hamburger and hot dog place. The historic nature of the park is that it was the original rail yard before Union Station. And then the fact that we built our space out of shipping containers, the name kind of just stuck. Cargo, we obviously serve snacks, Shack.
Come on, these aren't even fries. These are like whole potatoes. This is the LA Ranger dog. Apparently it's the main event for a lot of people.
And at the end of the day, I want to be immersed in the space where we're working for people to understand that this is more than just popping up a restaurant, trying to generate revenue.
Let's be frank. This hot dog is a wiener in my book.
Your bags, yeah, baby, we're leaving. Don't you wanna?
And we brought the outside inside with this beautiful mural, but it's just one way people are making boring walls come to life. Want to be surrounded with flowers so real you can practically smell them? We've got you covered.
I've done papermint lamb walls for birthday parties, weddings, bridal showers, bar mitzvahs, but most recently I've been doing a lot of home installations for offices, for bedrooms, for little kid bedrooms and playrooms.
Annie, I cannot believe this. My brand new office I just moved into has been transformed by you. And I want you to know something. Out of all the years I've featured stuff on TV and my Instagram, I have never, ever gotten more DMs than I have about the flower wall. Ever, ever. You've done hundreds of walls, and you've also done them for some big celebrities and big brands and events.
Yeah, I've been really blessed. I've done a wall for, Mila Jovovich. I've done a wall for some red carpet events, and had some celebrities, in front of the flowers and love them. And actually, a lot of times, storefronts and brands are asking me to do them too for their events because it's such an Instagrammable moment for somebody to step inside and do a selfie.
What does peppermint lamb even mean?
So it all really started because my daughter, her first birthday was happening. I wanted a background for the photo booth, and I created my very first paper wall then. And so since it's kind of about my daughter, she was born in the year of the lamb, so peppermint lamb is how it came about. After I did my daughter's first birthday, one of my great friends is a party planner. And so she was like, can you do that for me for my next party? And I'm like, okay, sure, I can do that. So one thing led to another, and I've done more and more walls. 6 years later, you know, all of a sudden, it's, you know, I've done hundreds now.
Walk me through this beauty masterpiece that you did. What are these flowers?
We've got obviously roses of all sizes.
Right.
We've got dahlias, and we've got some anemone looking like flowers. A lot of tropical type leaves, because I know you love the tropical leaves.
And you don't have to be crazy like me and do your entire wall. I mean, I've seen your work where you just do a few flowers and it looks great and adds so much to a plain wall.
Exactly. So it can be however big you want it to be or however small you want it to be. I've done literally just a small cluster of flowers over a crib and, you know, for a little baby girl's bedroom.
You are so busy working from 4 to 7 a.m. and then going to your full-time job, but do you ever just stop and smell the paper roses?
Every day.
Every day?
Every day. It's a reminder, actually, to stop and smell the roses.
Aw, that's all the time we have for tonight. Signing off from our stunning mural created by the company Pretty Good Painter. We'll see you next time. Good night. Mwah.